Welcome to Saturday Morning Momentum. This is our 2-hour live stream where we are getting stuff done, whether it's aims, goals, projects, maybe you just need to get caught up on your reading. Whatever you want to do, we are providing you with Power Hour, 1 hour of focus time where you can work on that, hopefully without any interruptions in your home. I'm Kat of Kat's Novel Adventures for anyone who is new to my channel. If you are new, please introduce yourself and get to know our friends in the chat. And if you're watching on replay, let us know what you got up to. My channel is about adventure, and currently I'm just on an adventure of reading lots of books in all kinds of genres, as well as, trying to improve myself through personal development. And I am being joined today by this wonderful A-team, and they're going to say hello to you today. Laurie, take it away.
All right, I'm going to switch it up today. So I am a grandmama, which I realize is a higher priority than almost anything else I do these days. I'm also a professional coach, and I'm a booktube content creator, and I am overwhelmed at the moment with books, but there's a solution to that. So I'm going to pass it to Jen.
Hello, I am Jen. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Threads at Literary Love 123, where I read, discuss, and analyze horror through a literary lens. I am also a newbie to junk journaling. I started in February, I think, the beginning of the month, and I'm obsessed with it now. So I'm also trying to participating in the Read What You Own challenge. I've read 3 books that I owned. And so I just bought 8 more books, but that's how it goes. Now I'm going to kick it over to Liz.
That's booktube math. So yes. I'm Liz. I'm into retro media, analog living, and I currently have a snoring dog at my feet. So if that becomes distracting, let me know and I will mute.
Oh, snoring dogs are welcome always. Okay. Yes. That's kind of going to be like our background, our atmosphere for us, make it very atmospheric. Let's see who is in the house today. Swank is here. Howdy, everyone. Happy Pancake Day. Happy Chocolate Souffle Day and Happy Tooth Fairy Day. Woohoo. What's going on? It's amazing that you've got chocolate souffle on the same day the Tooth Fairy is going to come collect your teeth.
Exactly. Yeah, that is a little bit.
Jen is here. Good morning, all. Happy Saturday. And hello, Naomi. Good morning, everyone. And Swank says, listening to AC/DC and making coffee. Excellent.
Ooh,
good music choice, I will say. And Molly's here. Good morning, Molly. And cheers from Eleanor. Hello, Eleanor. And woohoo, back at it today. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Krista. Yes, I missed y'all. I was at a scrapbooking retreat last week. So, and actually I was not doing scrapbook layouts as much as I was working on my journals that I'm creating for myself this year for various reasons. And Kathy says, good morning, all. Heading out to get my hair done and wanted to wish everyone a happy Saturday. That sounds fun. Travis is here. Good morning, ladies. I'm actually awake. Have to be up because I have to wait for new phones to come in, have to sign. And I took my first Wegovy, a little nervous. I'm a hypochondriac. What is it? Wegovy?
Okay. My niece and her mother are taking it, and Lisa's sister, and they have seen tremendous results from Wegovy in their weight loss. And my niece's blood sugar is really high, so it's mandatory. Yeah, it's a great drug.
Very good. Very good. Jasmine's here. Good morning, Jasmine. Currently at work covering boys lacrosse, track, and baseball practice. I need to create some classwork and update my caseload this morning. Yes, Jasmine is very, very busy. She is an athletic trainer, physical therapist. But she works in the school for all of that. So kudos for her being up on a Saturday at the, wherever she's at, the field. Travis said about to play on the Switch 2. I got one yesterday because new Pokemon games coming out. I thought about you yesterday because Swank posted yesterday in Alex's sprints that was Pokemon Day yesterday.
Wow.
And Travis also has to continue building a giant bird cage we bought up 3 hours doing half of it last night. Yes, because he's getting a dove.
Nice.
Oh,
And we are getting 2 pet doves. And he's getting 2
oh,
pet doves. And Alicia's here. Good morning, Kat, Laurie, Jen, and Liz. Wait to eat today. Just joining, getting breakfast and coffee, and happy for this morning. Lee had a family thing with her mom and her sister, so she was not able to join us today. But I do have information from Lee that I will share today about what we will be focusing on in March. So, yes, don't let me forget that. I feel like I'm going to remember it, but then something will happen and I'll forget. So
look, you're dressed in green, so you're the perfect one to talk about March things. That'll help you remember.
Right.
You got green
well, that is because I'm going to try to film a clip for a friend who invited me to do a collab. And I'm going to try to film it during our hour. I don't know if just having pressure of knowing I have to film it's not very long, but if you know me, something could be 2 seconds and it would take me 45 hours to do it just because I'm like, what is the pressure of doing this, And that's only for myself. No one is putting any pressure on me except myself. Please understand that. It's only me. I'm under the gun. Okay, so how did your week go overall, Laurie? I mean, I feel like it's been 100 years.
It's been a while. It's been 2 weeks for me because we had Valentine's Day outing that on the 14th. It was good. It's the last week of the month, and that's always a busy one for me. And I will gratefully say I got a bunch of clients that just swamped in. So I had to, kind of make sure I could get them scheduled. I had a new client that I met with yesterday. So it was a lot. And following Liz's lead, I also got my last will and testament created, and then I had it notarized yesterday. Like I got a big start on that situation. So Lisa did it too. So we're all set, and the kids are aware of what they have to do. And my son I want my ashes sprinkled on Wrigley Field or Lake Michigan, but mostly probably Wrigley Field. And my son is like, we have to go to Chicago and they're going to catch us. And I was like, you can figure it out. He's like, we have the Biloxi Shuckers that play here. He said, can we go to a Shuckers game and just spread you out there? And I said, no.
Right.
So you guys are going to have to find a way to hold them accountable. Megan will do it happily, and Sarah will too, but Matthew probably will not go.
I have to say, I really like your shirt. I like your t-shirt.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've had this for a while, and I found it at the bottom of the drawer, so I pulled it out.
Well, all I could say was it's a good day, but the fact that it's a good day to read a book makes it better.
Even better. Yeah.
That's great. So, Jen, how did your week go?
Honestly, I had a really rough start to the week. Depression is kicking my butt right now. My sister and I went with my dad like the 10th of February and went ahead and planned my mom's funeral. We got everything done. And so I knew we'd be picking out songs. So we already had that ready. But I guess, having never done this before, I didn't really realize that we'd be picking out a casket. And that was difficult. Like I told my psychiatrist and my therapist both, after just seeing that casket, it just hit me. And all I can do now is think of my mom in that. But I'm doing better. Thank you, therapy and psychiatry. One of my medications, we decided to increase the dose on, and that's helping me right now. I didn't even put any intentions in because I just didn't know where I'd be this past week. But Wednesday, I started to see a little light, got some decluttering in my office done again. Then Thursday, my daughter, Renna, she was a part of the Black History Parade at her school.
Awesome.
It was so good. Her teacher picked her to be in the parade. So I went and I watched that, got to take pictures and video, and it was a really great parade, a lot of fun. And after that, since my daughter's school was like an hour away, I went to lunch and I went by Michael's and got some journaling supplies. And then yesterday, Rena had an ultrasound and a doctor's appointment. She has one of her genetic conditions causes her to be likely to develop kidney cancer. So we just have to get her an ultrasound once a year. But everything was fine and clear. So after that, she and Tim and I went to lunch. Then Tim had a doctor's appointment. While he was at his doctor's appointment, Rena and I, we went to my daughter's apartment, the one who got married last year, and we hung out with her for a while. So the end of the week, it was a lot better. And I just found getting myself out of the house and going and doing some things that I enjoy made a really big difference. So, and I did get some, stuff around here done too. So that was just bonus last week. I felt like if I did one little thing last week, that was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes it's what you can do. And actually you were doing things. Yeah. You were practicing self-care. You were focusing on your daughter. I mean, it's just sometimes you have a change in your routine. And when you can get back on track on the routine that you like to have, then that's fine. That was like my week. I was doing educational outreach for the Columbia Theater all week. And it took a lot out of me because it was an all day thing. It was a lot of traveling and, then trying to come home and take care of stuff. And then I started having hay fever symptoms and I'm like, okay, this cannot all happen at one time. So I got back on my Claritin and I'm just like, I'm going to do what I can do each day and try to, keep with my routine as much as possible. But if I can't, I can't. I mean, I just can't create time. If I was that powerful, then I'd be really, awesome. But you just got to do what you can do day by day, week by week. Sometimes it's minute by minute, depending on what you're going through. So
and I did watch a lot of movies last week that I had wanted to watch and I didn't get to. And so now I feel accomplished.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need to take that break. And Travis is here for you. He's saying, I'm sorry, friend. Please message me if you ever need anything. I will legit drop everything to come and help you.
I may take you up on that because we are, you can come down to the southern end of this state. So don't threaten me with a good time.
Right. And Travis is also talking about wanting his ashes to be mixed in with a tree to plant so that he can live on.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's very, very sweet. Yeah. So Liz, how was your week?
I'm trying to think how I want to. It was a reflective week. Let's say that. A good friend, a very close person in my life was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Liz.
It's been interesting because I'll share that I'm a cancer survivor myself, and so it's been a gift to be able to share certain things with them.
Sure.
And so so there's been that element. And there's always in life like these balances. And so with that, I've also had some like wildly interesting professional opportunities come out of the blue that have put me back in like the horror scholarship space, which Kat knows I swore upside down and over. I am out. I'm out. I'm never going back. Well, I'm back a little bit anyway. So that's also a message I think people can take away is that sometimes you can return to things, but on your own terms. So
yes. A perfect example is the figure skater Alyssa Liu. She retired at 16 because ice skating wasn't fun for her anymore. And she did not want to have that restriction of what she could eat, somebody making a choreography, all these things. And she left and she did something. She was doing some kind of skiing or something. And she was just like living life, spending time with friends, doing things that she wasn't used to being able to do, just having like that freedom, and then you think about her age. I mean, she retired at 16, but she just, was like living life. And she did, I think it was skiing, if I'm not mistaken. And she got like such a rush from it. And it made her think, well, let me put my skates back on and just see. And she just was like, if I can get that feeling back with skating, like I felt at this moment, then it's going to be, I would love that. But when she contacted her coaches, she says, I'm in charge. I'm going to eat what I want. I'm not going to be on any restrictive diets. I want to pick the music. I want to create the choreography, with their help, of course, and all that. And when you see her skate, she skates without any pressure, like flawless. I mean, I don't know if she made any mistakes. I didn't see any because it was just so beautiful. Her music choices, I love her hair. I'm like, her hair is just so cool. And I'm like, she is a young woman. I think she's 18 now or 19. Then she won the gold, all because she took care of herself and did things on her own terms. So I think, Liz, that's exactly, if you're doing it on your own terms, then you might have a better time with it,
Right. Right.
So I think that's great. So let's see, we do have a couple of comments, and then I'm gonna go back to Jen because Jen was talking about intentions. So while I'm going through these, think about what your intentions are, friends in the chat, and let us know what you're up to, because we did have some people pop in. Travis was also letting me know that he bought some mushroom coffee. I've heard that's good.
Yeah.
And he's enjoying it. He also bought a treadmill and some exercise stuff. I'm ready to get healthy. I'm proud of you, Travis. Very, very proud of you. I have been doing pretty well. And you will be proud of me even on my retreat. I got a little bit of junk food, but I paid attention to my portions. I wasn't eating late into the night. I was really trying very hard. Drinking a lot of water, because that's what kind of derails you, is when you like go on a vacation and you don't have access to stuff. And I'm like, I'm not going to do it. And even this week with having to travel and eat in a restaurant and all that kind of stuff, I'm like, just make good choices and it will be fine, kind of thing. And I got my steps in, I got exercise in this week, which I was surprised. I only had to work out 2 days with my program because it was up week, but I still got them in. And I was like, whoo, I'm so excited. But anything you can do to get yourself healthy, because you only got this one body. You got to take care of it while you can. Yeah. So I think for me, March and onward, I'm going to start thinking about eating. And I found out, I've been finding this out. I'm going on a tangent and I apologize. But for women who are in perimenopause and menopause, apparently you need to eat more, not less, or like not really doing intermittent fasting and all that. It's all about more protein. There's a certain amount of protein you need to have in each of your meals and per day. I'm like, I never knew this. Nobody ever said anything. No, I mean, like when you're talking to doctors, nothing. So I have a couple of people that I have found through like social media, and they seem like they know what they're talking about. So I'm going to investigate their stuff because they've got recipes and things, and it doesn't look like it's too complicated. I mean, my husband does cook for me, but I also don't want him to have something complicated to have to cook, for me specifically, because even though he does not have to eat like me, he does to support me. So, which I think is very kind of him to do that.
I say too, if you're in perimenopause, weight training.
Yes. Yes. That's another thing.
I'm all about making myself bigger now. Like I want the muscles because that's what's
100%. And you and I laughed about it when we were talking about our goals, or when we met Liz and we were talking about our goals with that. That's another thing too, is you have to like have the muscle. And so that's one reason why strength training has become so important to me since I got back on my fitness track, with that. So yes, thank you for bringing that up, because that is so true. Denise is here. Good morning, everyone. Just woke up and started my coffee. May just take it easy this morning. Hey, self-care can be done during power hour as well. And Jasmine said, oh yeah, I've been up since 5:30 and practices go until about 12:30. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like a long day, but that is a long day when you start that early. Trust me, I know. I was up at like 5 this week. So yeah. And I'm not a big fan of mushrooms, but the one behind Liz is adorable.
It is.
It's very grab it. It's very soft. Like it's one of those.
Yeah. It's so cute.
Is he from something? Is like Mario he a character?
Yeah. Is he Mario Brothers?
This is where you can see how old I am. I am It's a yum yum. I don't know what that is. I was given that.
Not, maybe, I don't know. Travis would know, maybe. Mario.
It looks like something from a video game or a cartoon, like
Yeah.
That I don't know. I thought it was just a mushroom.
It's so cute.
Jellicle's here. Good morning, Jellicle. I hope you're doing well. I hope your mom's doing well. And Travis said, Liz, congrats on being a survivor, and also sending healing vibes to your friend and positive vibes your way. That is very sweet. Thank you. And Jen, I'm sorry for your loss. I know there's nothing I can say that will help. I have found a support group through hospice that has been helpful.
Thank you.
And good morning, Cameron. How are you? Good morning to all. Yes, just if anyone doesn't know, Denise lost her husband recently. So, she has been on that journey.
Sending you
love, Denise, as well. Yeah. Alicia said this past week was hard. Hubby was sick. I was overwhelmed with everything. And then yesterday I just went through and made a spinner wheel to get some things cleaned up. Now I think I'm getting sick. Alicia, your family has been dealing with illness for the last few months. It's been a roller coaster with her family. Tina says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Tina. And Swank pulled a muscle in her back and had to restrict.
Oh, no.
But I read. That's where being a reader is important.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start talking about our intentions for today. What are you planning to do today, Laurie?
Despite the way it looks behind me, my office is a disaster. So all the disastrous things cannot be seen. So I have got to do something with this, because this week I was just, I wasn't filing things. I was stacking things. I wasn't emptying the trash. I just did nothing in here except work. So that is my plan, and I can do as much as I can do in an hour, and then I'll just carry on later. I did vacuum before we got together, so that's done.
Ooh, awesome. Awesome. What about you, Jen? What's on your agenda?
I'm going to wash sheets, and I'm going to pick a book for a local homeschool group that just started up. Even though I don't have any children, I'm homeschooling anymore. I did homeschool my 2 middle children from kindergarten all the way through high school graduation. But my best friend is starting a secular homeschool group, and I volunteered because why not put something else on my plate? I volunteered to lead a homeschool teen book club. So I am going to be choosing a book. We are focusing on banned books. So I got to choose the book. And then I have been asked to moderate a women in horror panel. It's just going to be online. I've never done anything like this. I have never moderated anything, but I've got to come up with like 10 questions. So anyone, Liz, looking at you, anyone who wants to like send me a little message, some ideas, what to ask women in horror. One of them is one of my very favorite authors. So I'm just afraid I'm just going to blubber and fangirl. So any help would be appreciated. So my plans, those are my plans. Wash sheets, pick a book, and try to come up with intelligent questions that haven't always, been asked 100 times.
Right. Very good. Very, very good. Liz, how about you?
Well, you're going to be fantastic at that, Jen. That's the perfect role for you. I'm very excited. What am I going to do? I have to make reservations for our conference, and I continue to work on my bingo boards. And shockingly, I think I'm going to have to come up with something new as like a goal this year, because I had 5 bingo boards with 25 things on each one of them. I've almost completed 4 of them. So that should just show you where I'm putting my time. So one of the things I might work on is one of these old school pot holders.
Oh, wait. I want to make you big.
I mean, you probably did this before.
I did those when I was younger. Yes.
So awesome. I might make that, because that's one of my boxes to check off. And then otherwise just eat some breakfast.
That is awesome. Well, I am going to try to film the little video clip and see if I can get through that without feeling under pressure with time. I mean, I have an hour, so hopefully I can speak and articulate, because sometimes, when you have names or syllables or whatever, I just know this from auditioning. You can audition and you can say something 100 times and then get in the audition and still flub. It's like, what is my brain thinking of? It's like either it's a name does not resonate enough. So we'll see. Like, I mean, y'all would probably be very entertained with my blooper reels if I had a blooper reel, because it's what comes in out of my mouth. Sometimes I'm like, this has nothing to even do with what I'm talking about. I don't know what's going on. So that is going to be my goal. If for some reason I feel like I cannot do it, then I'm going to work on my schedule for next week, because I did not get to plan yesterday like I normally do. So I have a backup for Power Hour, because I was telling Laurie I have 18 things on my to-do list today, just because it's just been piling up and piling up. And, today's the last day of February. So there's a lot of things that have to be completed today. At least I would like to complete for today. Jen says that she has a few things to do today, but for Power Hour, I'm going to focus on content. I also have to film a collab clip, probably for the same person. Yes, Jen, I'm sure. And that same person is here in the chat. So so you and I will be doing the same thing, Jen. Hopefully, we'll,
think I know who that is.
We just hope it all works out. Let's see. Now I have to go back down. I was saving her because she had started us off earlier.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Why can I? Okay. In the television world, if I was doing this show at Channel 12, I would have a Chiron operator who would be doing my comments and pulling them up for me.
Sure.
I would not have to do that myself. Or all the technical stuff. So bear with me as I do this, trying to find.
But if you live where I live, the technical guy would be awful, and you're watching the news on Saturday morning, and you're like, "Oh, did you just put on that the whole time?"
Oh, believe me, there's lots of things that happen when it's live, for sure.
Well,
Alicia says today is Take It Easy Day. I like that. I like that. Swing says you deserve it, Alicia. I think so. That was one of the things that I did this week, and I was proud of myself, because normally when I'm busy like I was this week all day, I would just stay up and just go. But I said, no, I'm going to work for a certain amount of time in the afternoon. My husband would come home. We would spend a little time together. And then I would get in the bed much earlier than I normally do. And I would read and get to sleep, because I'm like, I need my sleep. I need to make sure that I'm sleeping. So that's why I have a to-do list today of 18 items. So it is what it is. Denise said there's also a group called Grief Share in many churches. If you're interested, you can Google it to see if there is one near you. And that I think she's talking about you, Jen, for that.
Thank you.
So all thanks to Swing, to Travis, and Hannah is here. Good morning, Hannah. Welcome. So Alicia said her intentions for Power Hour coffee and taking it easy, mini blueberry muffins, and updating my reading journal or playing the Switch. I like that. Travis's intentions are to start eating better and exercise. I'm ready to get enough weight off where working out doesn't kill my lower back. I also want to continue doing good with grad school, have a 95.
Woohoo! Woo! Gold star.
Yes, we're all rooting for Travis, for sure. Krista said this past week was a stay consistent week. I love that. Not much different from other weeks. Still going strong with my challenge. Just 1 month to go. Gold stars, Krista.
I know that's
she really has been staying consistent. And I think part of it is Krista put this out here in the community. She has another separate channel from her Books and Jams channel. And I think when you put yourself out there and you're willing to be vulnerable enough to let people know what you're working on and, what you want to improve, it holds you accountable enough to stay consistent. And I love that. Blake is here. Good morning, friends. I just got back from the Indie Bookseller Conference, and this introvert is tired. So today is a rest day. Self-care is important.
Yes.
For Power Hour, I have a spinner with 16 things. Aiming for 7 to get done in an hour. I always have to. We know she can get at least 7 done. And if you watch Krista's vlogs, Krista put the day that we all tried to guess how many she was going to complete. She had that in her vlog of what she had. So it's cool because I got to see what she was actually doing during that time.
Yeah.
And I was pretty impressed with the task that she got completed in an hour. Eleanor said, I'll be working on my TBR for March with a second cup of coffee for Power Hour. That is also on my to-do list for today. Emily's here. Hi, everyone. I am working on getting rid of a headache thanks to lack of sleep and constant fluctuations in weather patterns. I think weather is what started my, it's like hay fever symptoms is what I start getting. So I got back on Claritin and my Tylenol sinus, and I've been doing pretty well with that. Travis is like, I'm old too. You are not.
No.
Not by a long shot. And Shannon's here. Hi. Made friends with the like button. Thank you, Shannon. So good to see you. I do have a load of laundry in the wash and a cup of coffee. Yay. Send in virtual hugs to Denise. And yes to the protein, but the mistake I made was getting most of mine from whey products and dairy. Now I'm really low on iron. Now trying to eat more red meat and raw spinach. Excellent.
The iron does go down fast sometimes, and so does the vitamin D. So you have to watch that too.
And fiber.
Yes.
Yeah.
Condolences to Denise from Shannon, and just finished balancing the household finances. That's always fun. And I need to finish reading a book for the last Charm Chats today, and also edit a podcast episode releasing tomorrow. Excellent. And Swank is continuing her ADHD for Badass Women.
Nice.
Molly is cleaning once again, but because I have previously decluttered, it doesn't take as long. So true. Changing sheets, folding towels, and unloading dishwasher, hopefully more. I love all this productivity. And today for Power Hour, Naomi says, I am focusing on cleaning up around my apartment. I have friends coming over for the weekend and feel like my apartment needs to be in good condition. Excellent. And Swank says, Jen, you moderate when you do live sprints. You'll do good. That is true.
Yep.
And Pearls and Plot Twists is here today. Good morning. Good morning.
Great name.
And I love you, ladies.
Love you.
Well, we love you too, Krista. We're so glad you're here with us because you know what, we're here for each other to support everyone. And yes, and she's probably mad at us. I told her I would have it earlier. Well, she told me March 1st. So when somebody tells me a deadline, and I'm like, I hope she is really true about the March 1st. Coffee update, reading journal, and read. I have a ton of house pet chores for the rest of the day, so Jellicoe will be busy. Yes, we love our Krista. And I'm 100% sure she's not mad. And Swing says, is that a book? I mean, Jen is asking if that's a book. Yes, it is. And Laurie's saying, I'm reading with them this year again, but probably only one book.
Yeah, I do read usually one middle grade book for the readathon, and I have a good one picked out, I think. But I admire them. There's so many of them.
I love middle grade literature.
I know you do.
And Swank says, yes, it's on KU. I took a workshop from her. She's good. And so is the book.
Good.
And Travis says, I'm having a hard time reading lately, though. I can't seem to focus on reading right now, which really sucks. Well, part of that, Travis, could be that you are being pulled in a lot of directions and you are in school. And I know when I was in college and even when I went back to get my teaching certificate, my reading was my school, whatever was assigned for school. So I didn't get to read, I would say, for pleasure unless I was reading for a literature class, which was wonderful. But if it was something else that I was taking, that was what I was reading at the time. So you have to give yourself some grace with that, Travis. I know you're in the BookTube community and you have a lot of events that are going on. But I think if you just recognize that you can only read so much and you've got to read what your priority is. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think being honest with your Discord too about that, I am hosting this event, but I may not read as much as I normally do because I'm reading for school. I'm doing things for school.
Yeah.
And Jen said, thanks. I have to check it out. And here is Krista's joyful journey. I can always count on Alicia to help me with this. I swear, Alicia, if I had money, you would get paid as my virtual assistant because you're always, I don't even have to say anything. So yes, if you want to check out Krista's journey, check it out here. She also talks about her journey on Books and Jams as well, like when she's having sprints or, you know, in her vlogs, when she's vlogging for that. But yeah, we want to put that out there. You need the support. You need your cheerleaders. You need those gold stars. And Travis said, oh, we have a serial speakeasy coming here like the Poe one. Serial one.
Interesting.
And you are welcome from Alicia. Sending virtual hugs to everyone. We like those hugs. Carmen's here this morning. Good morning, lovely ladies. My morning focus is coffee and prep for a possible day watching a very busy grandson. That sounds fun. And to Travis, I feel the same way. My class right now requires me to read 5 books and do detailed reviews, and it's a little overwhelming when I want to read for pleasure. It's true. It's a struggle. When you're a reader and you have to read for your job or you have to read for school, it is a struggle because you almost feel like you're being punished. It's not.
Yeah. And when I had breaks between semesters, there were 2 things I did the whole time. I baked stuff for my kids and cooked for them because, of course, they got a lot of other crap when I was
Right.
Yes. I read cozy mysteries, easy books, like what I just devoured whatever was the fastest and easiest, and I didn't have to think.
Yeah, I did too. I devoured I was so voracious during my breaks and the summers.
Yes.
Love to help. Thank you, Alicia. And wow, Jen, that's a lot of books to have to read for school.
Yeah,
I agree. And
thank
here
you.
is Books and Jams. This is Krista's other channel where you will hear her talking all the books and everything else exciting in her life. And yes, to Travis, while the books are enjoyable, it's just a lot. The reviews are due every 2 weeks. And Stormy's here. Hi, everyone. Today, my goal is to finish 2 eyeball books. 2 eyeball books, 91% in one and 75% in another, and I can do it. Yeah, I have 3 eyeball books that I'm doing, and that's why I'm not finished my books yet. But I will finish on my second stream today for Folklore February.
Right.
Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get our clock up so that we can start our power hour. I love that we had such a great chat in the beginning. Thank y'all so much for, being enthusiastic about getting stuff done. Okay, so happy power hour, everyone. Hello, welcome back. Okay, I hope everybody did well during that power hour. I'm sorry, Bailey. Bailey, you need to make a decision in or out. You can't be half in and half out. Come on. Come on. For those of you that don't know, Bailey is my dog. Well, one of them. My favorite dog. She's giving me pretty eyes. How did y'all do? How did you do, Laurie?
Oh my gosh, I did so well. I really did.
Oh, I
got all my client notes filed. I got stuff tidied. I got tax stuff put in envelopes for 2026. I got my trash emptied, my recycle emptied. I just like it feels so much better.
Oh. I was like, where is that coming from?
How did you do, Jen? How did you do?
I did well too. I got the sheets off the bed into the washing machine. I talked with my friend and told her to pick. I said, we can do the lottery, a short story to start off with. I said, or we can do Lord of the Flies. So we decided to start off with the lottery because it can be read online free. And I feel like that's a good intro for teens into band, material, and it remains relevant, obviously, to this day. The lottery it's always gonna pack a punch in a short amount of time. And I came up with one question to ask one of the authors, so I'm getting there.
Yeah, with that.
Okay, Liz, how did you do?
Well, I was delighted to find that Mike's tax refund has appeared in my checking account. So that was like, I know, that was the best part of the round of applause. And then I finished my ridiculous little
It's not ridiculous.
It's
Let me
so cute.
Oh, it's so ridiculous. They're so tiny. Like they're so little.
So cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
I don't know. I'll figure out a place for it in my office. But
you can put your coffee cup on it.
There you go. I like that
it's
idea.
Small enough that you
and that's perfect.
I love it. Very nice. Very nice. I filmed my little video clip and I did pretty well until I realized that it was a little bit too long. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to talk faster. So I had to repeat it to try to get faster. And the faster I go, the more mistakes I'll make. So, but I did it and I'm glad it's done. I just have to cut off the ends, send it. So that'll be done today. And then I did start working on my week. So I filled in everything that I have to do for the week first, and then I'll fill in where I can do some other fun stuff.
Well, wait, give yourself the applause.
Oh, okay. Let me get here. Let me get here. Okay. Thank you. So we did have some friends join us, when we were on. I just want to acknowledge that they are here or were here. Kristen popped in to tell us good morning. Kaylin is here or was here. And then also Sarah, she's trying to finish the Honeycrisp Orchard in today. Is that a Gilmore by Gilmore? I don't know. It seems like it would be one of the books. Isn't she the one that did the Pumpkin Spice Cafe or something?
Oh, yeah, I don't think it's on Gilmore, no.
Okay. And then Cynthia came in. She was getting her day started. I had told them hello. And then Travis popped back in. So he said, almost forgot to come back. So coming back a little early, went outside, used my infinity hoop for the first time. Now having some mushroom coffee and going to play some more Switch. Excellent. And he says that he is super excited to have the Switch too, though. I've never had a Switch and I've always wanted one. And I just bought Mario Party, which has always been one of my favorite comfort games. So did we establish, Travis, that Liz's mushroom in the background is from Mario? Did we establish that or not? Do you know, Travis?
Yeah, we need to establish that. It'll bother me all day.
I should know that.
Please, we need that fun fact, please, for today. And then Jen said, showered, made coffee, put in laundry, and recorded the video. Woo!
Wow.
I wish I had gold stars. I mean, I know they got like fireworks or balloons or something. I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's going to give you a thumbs up.
Thumbs up balloon, that's right.
Shannon said, got some reading done, did first pass edit on podcast video, removed the silences with just a bit of a buffer between people talking. Excellent. And Swank says, I'm up to 50% in my book. Ooh, you're at the halfway point. Stormy got a bit distracted, but almost finished one book, 97% in. Can I ask Stormy, how is your poison ivy? Is it clearing up? Because I know you have a bad case of it. How is that going? Hopefully it is healing and you're not as itchy. Alicia said, I had my blueberry muffins. I created an alphabet challenge page and filled in the books I want to use. And I played 2 missions in Hello Kitty Island Adventure Switch game. You were very busy. And Travis said, that scared me. You should not be scared by the clap. I have heard this before. Denise said, been drinking my dark chocolate strawberry flavored coffee and listening to
yummy.
And wow, that sounds very relaxing. And Jasmine said, finished grading and organized, updated my caseload, just going to enjoy baseball practice now. Excellent. So does this mean, Jasmine, that when you get home, you can relax and get some reading done or, hang out with friends or do something fun for yourself? Jasmine works a lot. Emily said, 3rd load of laundry in the wash.
Ooh, good job.
Claps, I'm going to tell you. I love the lottery and love teaching it. Students' reactions.
Yes. Me too. I need to read.
Emily said, I also picked up and vacuumed my bedroom. My goodness, y'all. Eleanor said, finished my TBR, updated reading journal, and cleaned out the litter box. That is something I do have to do today too. So
I did that too. I forgot to say I scooped the poop.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that down. Thank you for that. Scoop poop. Yeah. So now I'm up to 21 items on my to-do list, but I did scratch off 2, so that puts me back to 19. So yeah, that's a little fun. And Molly said, I did really well. I'm on a roll. Woohoo! Love hearing that. Krista said, I got 7 items off the wheel. So that was super productive. I'm counting one more though, because I also answered comments during the chat. So 8, who set me up great for the rest of the weekend. Yeah, if you can get a really good start, you don't feel so bad about completing the rest of whatever you have to do. And Sarah said it's by Valerie Bowman. Okay. Not the Gilmore lady. And no, that's not Mario. First in a new series, Sarah is saying in her book. We're gonna have to. I might have to take a picture of it and ask Andrew. Maybe he will know. And Carmen said, I finished my first cup of coffee, finished my book, and started picking up the house. Ooh, you must be super strong if you can pick up the house, girl. No, just I know what you meant. That would be something Jasper Ford would have said, right, Carmen, in our book that we're reading. Naomi said, I was able to get all of my tasks done except some of the dishes in the sink. Have to finish the dishes first. Okay, but you know what? You did something. That's awesome. I would say now it is not a Mario mushroom.
You don't know.
We don't know, but it's a cute mushroom. Stormy said, I had to get a shot and 2 different meds from doctor, but it's getting better. Still very itchy in spots, but not as bad. Whoo, thank goodness. Nothing is worse than a bad case of poison ivy. Okay, Jasmine said, going to go do a little shopping spree, maybe a little book buying. Yay, that's awesome. So for all of our peeps in the chat, we have to give you... And I just want you to know it is intense applause. So it's not like a little weak applause, intense applause. So enjoy that, because we all deserve intense applause for our day today. So now we need to talk about what we're going to get up to in the upcoming week. So Laurie, what are some of your intentions?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I have written them down. I'm going to be doing some bookkeeping for my life, although I won't get a refund, I need to get it done anyway. I'm going to hang curtains in here. That's still on my list, and I haven't gotten to that, but I did go get the curtain rod, so I'm all set. Gifts for my nieces. 3 of them have birthdays. They're twins, and then another one this month. And a wedding gift so this is the gifts part, a wedding gift for nephew and his new girl. Scrapbooking time and planning out my YouTube content.
Woo, you have a busy week, and you're working all next week as well. Very good. Okay,
good.
Jen, what about you? What are your intentions?
What do I need to do? Just let me. I need to catch a quick breath. Okay, so I plan to do some house cleaning. It just depends on how much energy and the mood I'm in as to exactly what I'm going to clean. But I do plan to do that this week. I need to plan my March TBR, which is going to be short because I have some commitments. So I don't want to overextend myself. And then I would also like to film a February wrap-up video. I was doing weekly wrap-up videos, but I kind of fell off of that. Was I really only completely finished one book so far? I'm going to finish the other one today. So I'm only going to have 2 books to talk about. So I feel like I can probably do that for a February wrap-up. And that's all I have right now. Like I said, I can't overdo myself. So TBR, wrap up, house clean, and there we go.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to be productive. I mean, a very productive week. How about you, Liz? What do you have?
I made copious notes. So let's see what I have here. I want to plan, my cousins and I want to do an eat the menu challenge. So we want to figure out where we want to go and like when we want to do it and do all that sort of stuff.
Okay, well, explain what an eat the menu challenge is for those of us that don't know.
Yeah, I had never heard of it either. My cousin is researching diners in a particular state. And she's like, I think it would be fun to go and like order something from like a lot of things from the menu and then eat them and then like try them. But I want to have a lot of people there, because I can't eat everything.
Right.
So I think it's going to be a fun thing. Yeah. The people who are going,
I would love that.
Fun. I want to look into getting a new credit card for Amtrak points and see if that is something that makes sense for me. I definitely need to go back and like reassess my financial goals. I think maybe I need to be like increasing my emergency fund and just, financial news is not good. And then also bingo boards. I want to make sure that I'm staying on track with those because I would like to get them all completed by the end of March. I think that would be awesome.
Oh my goodness, that is amazing.
Things. And then I also want to try a new writing schedule and see if that's more beneficial to me to be doing a little bit of writing every day as opposed to my normal approach, which is wait till the end of the deadline and then write frantically.
I wish I could do that as well. I have never been able to establish that writing routine. And that's what I would have loved to do with blogging is like type a little bit every day instead of sitting there writing the whole thing out and it taking hours and, because I'm editing as I'm writing. So it'd be nice if every day I could just put something on the page, edit as I go. But then if I need to, I can edit a little bit before I get started the next day. I would love that. I would probably blog a lot more.
Well, I obsess about what I'm going to write like every day, but I don't actually sit down and write anything out. And so I think maybe it would be a good approach to start getting it out of my head a little bit earlier than I tend to do.
Yeah, I agree. That would be great. I'm going to be curious to see if you can do it.
Yeah, me too.
And share what you do and how much time and all that. I would love to hear that. As for myself, I have 2 appointments on Monday. I'm getting my mammogram done, and I'm also going to see the eye doctor for my annual visit. I have friends at the library. I'm going back to the store after 2 weeks this Thursday to volunteer. And then I am starting my Van Gogh Conqueror Challenge. It's the first Conqueror Challenge I'm doing. I'm starting tomorrow, March 1st. Hopefully I do it correctly. This is a new thing for me. And fun fact, Lee told me I could change my dates because I started like it started and I didn't realize how to do the date thing, I could bring the date closer in, but I could not get closer to March. So I'm hoping that today either I can set it for March 1st or tomorrow I'll have to set it for March 1st. But I'm very excited to try my first one, and I will report back to Lee and Travis because both of them are pros with this. But it's going to be a month-long challenge. I have to complete 56 miles, but I think I can do that. It's about 2.5 miles a day, which normally I walk about 2 miles a day, sometimes more depending on the day. So I really do think it's doable for 1 month. I have to create my March TBR. It will have a lot of books on it because I'm participating in Middle Grade March, March Mystery Madness, as well as Week of Weird. So, and I have buddy reads. So it's going to be a lot, but I'm all for it. And I am going to a tea on Saturday for the SLU library. I am a friend of the library, and part of being a member, you get to attend a yearly tea. So I will be attending that. I would love to attend a cabaret in the evening with my husband, but I'm not sure if he would be open to going to that. But there is one happening this weekend, and they're doing it again next weekend. So I'm like, I know people in the cast, and I just think it would be fun to support, community theater, and they have a meal with it. So you're eating dinner while the entertainment's happening. I've never been to one, but I think it would be fun. So anyway, that is what I have going. I'm just excited about getting back into my normal routine.
Very inspiring.
Yeah, that is what I have going. So Alicia said, my intentions for this weekend is to take it easy as much as possible, picking new books to read, reading sprints tomorrow, and plan March stuff. Yeah, Alicia, put your sprints link in the what do you want to call it? The chat, so that if people want to put that link in there. I need to start putting your link in on Sundays because you don't put your link in there in the sprint channel, but people could come attend and get some stuff done. My intentions for the week: Monday, kids have off from school. Then Tuesday through Friday is decluttering the daughter's room and reading, aiming to finish 2 to 3 books if I can. Excellent. Tomorrow, I'll start The End of the World as We Know It from Mammoth March and continue reading the Book of Doors and get back to my to-do list. Nice. Alicia said, you can join us if schedule permits, the Morning Time Pirates on Kelly's channel, Cursed Dragon Ship. We're doing writing sprints from 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern time.
Wish I could.
And then Travis said, oh, you just reminded me I need to put in my steps for Conqueror. I'm almost done with my Pennywise one. Woohoo!
Hey.
Awesome.
I want to see your medal from that. That sounds cool.
Yeah, me too. I'd love to see that for sure. Eleanor said, looking forward to get my hair cut this week. Yay. And Molly said, I'm turning 50 on Monday.
Welcome to the fabulous 50.
Welcome to the Half of a Century Club.
Yeah.
I'm making a list of 50 things to do for my year of 50. I want to get 3 cards out to friends and start my year of 50 journal. I am so happy, Molly. Woohoo! And Alicia said, I still have to make the thumbnails, but here's my channel. Liz, you are turning 50 this year, right?
I turned 50 in April. I can't wait.
That's what I thought. So she's still a baby until she hits 50. But
Liz, when is your birthday in April?
My birthday's April 29th.
Okay. The same day as 14. Travis.
Oh, we're close. Yeah. It's the same day as Travis.
Yes, you share a birthday with Travis.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. And
Travis for Tauruses. That's
Yeah. But Travis is really yeah, he's really a baby.
I was also born in the year of the dragon, so I'm very difficult.
So welcome to the Half of a Century Club. And also Krista at Books and Jam is turning 50, I believe in July. It's during the summer months. So That is for true. That's why her goals are set for that. Shannon said, my charm chats will be done. So none of that this coming week, but I'll be preparing for the launch of my next book on March 16th. Also have 3 novelettes I need to prepare for beta readers. Shannon is super busy. And she also is, she's planning a conference in June for you writers out there. If you want to find out about that. Jen says, I have a few videos to record and I want to try to come up with a more manageable content goal. I always have high hopes and a plan, but lack time management.
I understand that one.
I'm going to see what Eleanor tells me about lacking time management. She just says I'm being like, or if I'm slow, it's like you're being deliberate with what you do have time for. So you have to give yourself grace, Jen, because you teach high school and you teach more subject.
Yeah.
You are in school and this semester is kicking your butt because of all the reading you have to do and the writing that you have to do. Plus you're a content creator and you do have to sleep and eat and take care of your cats and do adulting stuff. So I don't think it's that you lack time management. I just think you have a lot on your plate and, you know, maybe scale back on the content that you want to create right now. It's sort of like your reading for pleasure thing. Scale back a little bit and then come back strong when time frees up. And also Alicia says, I'm 11 subs away from 500. Yes, I saw that the other day. She's got to get her subs. Y'all, yesterday, Alex was 8 subs away from making 1,000. I do not understand why she cannot get to that 1,000 mark. It is like driving me crazy because I don't know what else to do.
So good.
I don't have to do any more than I'm doing to get, you know, her out there. But yeah, I'm just, I want these people to get their subs. How are you doing, Jen, with subs right now?
It is still like 450 something.
Yes, but you're getting close to 500. So we got to push for you too, Jen.
Yeah, but it's taken
I know.
to get to
I know. I feel like you're like crawling like a sloth to get to your tree whenever it's.
That's how it feels for sure.
Yes, it does. It's just tedious and terrible.
It
Shannon
is.
said, happy early birthday. And happy early birthday to Molly. Molly, you getting all the birthday love. I don't know if I have a birthday sound. I'll have to look and see. There's a way you can do balloons. I don't know. My thing works sometimes. It's like it's being picky. It's like, what are you doing?
It did a
thumbs up. It doesn't want to do anything else. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Maybe you have to do this. I don't know. Like something like that.
I don't know. It's like you got yourself some confetti there, Molly. And Alicia, you should put the link for pirates. Yes, also put that in daily if you would like to put that. That's what the Sprints channel is for. And yeah, my birthday is 29th. 1994. You see, he's such a baby. Like when he tells
when I graduated high school.
I'm like, dude, hush, 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 because I could be your mama. You know,
yeah, could be his mama too.
Same.
Thanks to Swing. This week, I have Beauty and the Beast musical on Thursday for my season pass to the theater. You are going to love that, Krista. You are going to love that. That is awesome. That is awesome. And Alicia said, morning time pirates, 3. What is, March. Hello. March 2nd morning. There's a link if you would like to go. And 50 in July. Molly, I want to hear more of your year of 50 journal. I'm intrigued. Yeah. And thank you for the birthday wishes from Molly. And wow, I thought we were the same age, Travis, but I'm 10 years older than you. And happy birthday from Swank to you. Woohoo. Yes, lots of birthdays from Molly. And thanks for giving me grace because I struggled to give it to myself. Isn't that funny? Yeah. Isn't that funny that you would never tell your friend the negative things you tell yourself, but you're so quick to tell yourself all the things that you're doing wrong, how you're failing, whatever. And that is, you should not be doing that at all. You should look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm on the struggle bus, but I am beautiful, wonderful, amazing. I am able to do all of these things because you are a teacher. You are going to school to learn how to be a librarian, which I think you're just going to be a natural at it anyway and probably didn't even need any school. But you have to get that, title on your certificate. But the fact of the matter is you are going to be spreading the love of reading to the masses. Everybody here. And then think about the fact that all of us who are here spread our love of reading on our channels. So yeah, definitely give yourself grace, Jen, because I think you're fantastic and you need to tell yourself that you're fantastic.
Yes. One of the things, it may seem silly, but one of the things, like I would a lot of times speak out loud bad stuff about myself. If I did something like, drop something or mess something up, I'd be like, you dumb whatever to myself. But now when I start to say it, instead I go, you beautiful badass, you can do this. You got this. So I'm just like, you darling, precious soul. Going. So
that's what you gotta do.
Silly, but
you do, and
so much.
And Mel Robbins wrote a book about giving yourself a high five. When you get up in the morning and you look in the mirror, you high five your mirror. And just like you would high five your friend when they've done something good. I mean, sometimes just getting up in the morning and getting dressed and, just being is enough to high five yourself. Every day is different. And another thing that you have to realize is that your best every day looks differently. Your best on Monday looks totally different than your best on Tuesday. And so it's all about giving yourself grace. And you know what? If you need to cry it out or you need to say whatever, let that spew out, get it out of your system, and then start telling yourself all the great things about yourself, because there's a lot. Everybody has something that is wonderful about themselves. And, if more people realize that, maybe we would have a much happier world out there,
Well, and if you have people, friends or family that are mean and say terrible things to you too, like just try to, isolate yourself from that. Because I've had a friend for years. We traveled around together. We came here together. We divorced together, not each other, obviously. I mean, we just really were close for a long, long time. We kept each other's kids, and the Facebook stuff, I just can't. And I unfriended her, and I was just like, I cannot. But she was always, I realized when I was doing this, she always would say, well, you should have done this. Well, why did you do that? And I didn't at the time. Like that just didn't hit with me what was happening when she was around me. So just, let him go.
Yeah. I've had to tell some friends, like, don't send me things that have any kind of negativity attached to it or something very sad, because that just comes into my soul basically. And it's like, I cannot deal with that. I can't. I want to live life every single day to my fullest, as happy as I can live it, because I've lost people that were extremely important in my life. And I feel like I need to live my life, like to honor them, the people that didn't get to have that opportunity or to do that. So, yes, it's not to say you can't feel sad and that you can't be stressed and all that kind of stuff. You can feel those feelings. I mean, I've said it before. If you've seen broadcast news, Holly Hunter, when she would have a breakdown, meltdown, and cry it out, that was me,
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just, you need to clean it out, let it come out of you, spew it out, like sweat, kind of like you're going to sweat it out,
Yeah.
And Shannon said we've moved the conference to November. Ooh, with every year past COVID, we've noticed more and more speakers and attendees go places in June. So it makes sense to move it. Very nice. So I'm guessing it's going to be like in the beginning of November before all the holidays hit. Well, that's good to know, Shannon. So when I'm, trying to promote it or tell people about it, they'll know to look for it in November and not in June. Alicia said, I also need the watch hours, though, too. I keep forgetting about the watch hours. Yeah, watch hours are important. And the sad thing about watch hours is you have a year to get your watch hours. And if you go past your year, you lose a month of watch hours every month that you go. So you've got to keep that in mind. Your watch hours do go away after that 1 year that you start your journey. And I feel you, Jen. I'll post the link this week.
Okay.
And just subscribe to Alicia. Thank you, Denise. Thank you. I'll go on Discord and spam the links. You are my mommy cat. I am. I'm your mama cat. And to Krista, truthfully, I want to journal through my 50 things on my list and keep track of what I do. It will probably be more of a scrapbook incorporated into it, pictures and all. That's what I'm doing for my ABC Adventures, Molly. My little journal, it's small, but I'm going to include some pictures of the restaurants, what I ate at the restaurant, my posters, my books, and also just different things that I do that are ABC related. My outings, so it's gonna be little, but
mighty. One other thing that I'm doing too, like kind of the same vein, is I'm doing like 50 things that define who I am in a scrapbook. Ooh. And then also like 50 lessons I learned, because that way it can kind of pass on as well. So just another idea to throw out.
Yes, very nice. I love that. And thank you from Jen. And I love that, Molly. Love it, Jen. And yes, you are fab, Jen. You see? Positive self-talk. Yeah. Gotta put those positive pants on. I've had to distance myself from some people like that recently. Yes, you do. And it's sad, especially if it's people that have been in your life for a long time. Or what you have to do is you just have to learn how to navigate around them in a different way. But you just don't need the negativity bombarding you, because we have enough negativity out in the world that you have to deal with. It gets exhausting, honestly. So if you can not have to deal with it, it's so much better.
I have a friend who talks about people and setting boundaries, and she just does it in what I think is a really cool way. She talks about like the people you're super close to that you trust. They get to come inside your house and have dinner. But then you've got the people that you can, see sometimes, and you let them in a little bit, and those are your front porch people. Then you got the people you meet at Starbucks, which is like very rare. You don't want to give them too much of yourself. She said, but then there are people that go to the moon, and those are the people you completely cut out because they are too toxic. So I started to think about people like that too. Like, is it my in-house people at Starbucks? And honestly, over the past 10 years, I've put a lot of people on the moon, and I'm much happier for it.
Moon.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I love that. That is a great visual way of looking at it. Alicia says, I didn't know that about the watch hours. Well, dang it. Yeah. That is why I would recommend, and you've been doing it, Alicia. You've been doing live streams, and that will help you with your watch hours. Is to have your live streams, because you have people that are there, coming in for that on a regular, especially if you have something on a regular basis. It'll grow. You'll do well. And Molly said, my parents both died in their 50s, so I take this year to be important. My word of the year has been health. I mean, mental, physical, and spiritual. I love that, Molly. I love that so much. So I hope that I wish you so much good stuff, with the health journey, because I'm on that health journey myself. So I love that. And I love how Kat turned my naughtiness into something sweet. You know me, Travis. And I love that, Kat. Well, thank you. I love that concept of what Jen is saying. Yeah, I think it's a very good visual. And I think if we all took a moment, we would know where our people would land, in our lives for sure. With that. But thank you so much for everyone who was here this morning that shared what you were going to do during Power Hour. Yeah. And guess what? It's on my phone. I have it pulled up.
Yeah.
I almost forgot.
Yes, I have it on the phone. This week she said, March accountability prompts: hydration, just trying to drink more water. Screen-free morning can be daily or once a week. Daily movement, something is better than nothing. And so this is the visual that's going to go in the accountability corner. So if
Oh,
y'all
I
want to
love
see
it.
that.
The green grass.
Yes, the green grass. And so anyway, track hydration, screen-free morning, and daily movement. Those are really, really good, I think, for March, especially since guess what's going to happen for anyone who lives where we have daylight savings time. Daylight saving time is going to be not this Sunday, but next Sunday. Woohoo! More daylight, which means you can get out and move and do all the things. But I do want to thank everybody for showing up today. I know it's early for many of our West Coasters for sure, and I love seeing what y'all are doing, not only for Power Hour, but also what you're doing like during the week, and love suggestions that you have for us. And just, I love this community. I just love all the support that we can get here. It's a safe place where we can be held accountable in a very comforting way, not where there's any judgment. And I really do love that. And I love being with my ladies, my A team here. So anyway, we'll be back here next week for episode 9 and do all the things. I want to say thank you to everybody here. We're going to go through. Thank you.
Yeah. You always inspire me, all of you.
And our sweet Travis.
Oh.
Strong and inspiring. Stay positive. Remember, tomorrow isn't guaranteed, so stop taking life so seriously. That is true. That is true. You have to remember that too, Travis. You have to remember that too. And Stormy finished one of her books. One to go. Thanks for a motivating morning. Excellent. And have a great week, all. Thank you, ladies. Until next week, stay amazing, be adventurous, but safe in your adventures. And we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.